the real reason why Catherine and William decided to, well, abscond away from this year's BAFTA Awards. It's the annual film award ceremony over here, and normally, you know, it's, how can I put this nicely, it doesn't particularly rate well, but it's good for business for BAFTA, and of course many people around the world seemingly see this as more prestigious, as ever, I have to say, allegedly, than the forthcoming Oscars. I failed to see that myself, but there you go. The BAFTAs was the sort of thing that when you did win it, it actually meant something. But honestly, chums, could you tell me, did you know anything about those films? I didn't even know. You know, the films that make the money, in my opinion, are the ones that should be given awards because they're bringing people into the cinema. I get it's lovely to have art and actors and actresses, but it's about bums on seats. It has to be profitable in the end. But it's always the ones that make a lot of money, say like Barbie, that get overlooked. That drove a huge worldwide audience in. But how many awards did that pick up? Now, here's the reason, according to a very well-placed source, why William and Catherine, well, sidestepped this. And it's all down to, some say, the controversy regarding the BAFTAs. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join me today. Lovely to have your company. The BAFTAs is a tricky gig, you know, for anybody. If you're a good host, you can pull it off with great aplomb. I remember when Joanna Lumley, the wonderful actress, British actress over here and former model, actually hosted the BAFTAs. I thought she did a terrific job, literally putting it all together. Just the right side of class. Do you know what I'm saying? Just nice. Now, this year's host was the former Doctor Who actor, David Tennant. A very controversial choice because he's the man, of course, that told the now Conservative Party leader, Kemi Badenoch, to basically shut up. Right? And then he got heckled out of his own show recently here in London, so not exactly doing too well. Never one to shy away from being controversial just to get some headlines. Some might say an absolute special narcissist. Now, he took to the stage and, as you can imagine, you know, he decided to have a crack at, of course, the current president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. So how did that go down? Well, not very well. In fact, you know, the jokes were very lame. A lot of the audience groaned. But of course, with it being full of left-leaning lovies who don't seem to understand that the left-leaning parties do not invest in the arts. If you don't believe me, over here in the United Kingdom, for instance, a new theatre, well, an old theatre, but a new venue, should I say, has actually closed its doors because of funding. That's the Square Chapel in Halifax in West Yorkshire. Yes, this is how Labour do your arts well, but let's just applaud them anyway, right? Now, here's where it gets really interesting because he decided to attack, as I say, the current president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Look at this bit of footage.
A film about incredible architecture. In fact, it's the boldest architecture in film this year, apart from Donald Trump's hair in The Apprentice. Donald Trump, of course, he says he hasn't seen The Apprentice because it's a 15, it's not on Nickelodeon. See? Donald Trump. I'm worried. I've said his name 3 times. It's like Beetlejuice. I've summoned him. Talking of villains.
That's right, there is Pamela Anderson, still looking gorgeous as ever, this time though sans makeup, moving away from her blonde sex bomb image, and if that's what she wants to do, but she's still a lovely lady. Problem is, she was cringing, and according to a source, didn't want to have a picture taken with the host David Tennant, as ever, allegedly. This is because not only is she a good friend of the First Lady, Melania Trump, and they've had a friendship now for quite a number of years, but also, of course, knew Donald way back when she was asked to appear, and of course apparently was paid as a playmate to appear at Donald Trump's birthday party. A girl's got to earn a living, right? But of course that's many years ago and things have moved on. This is the problem when you mix politics and show business. He should have simply hosted the show, been polite about everybody and moved on. Now, when you invite somebody like Pamela Anderson, or indeed anybody from another country into your film arena, show them some respect, look into the audience and decide, will this offend somebody? Did you have to do something so offensive? Couldn't you have not done it against your own career? No, because then nobody would talk about it. But Pamela will remember this, and no doubt that's the reason, according to the source, why she sidestepped getting anywhere near this particular Doctor Who. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.